Hey there, everyone! Welcome to a super exciting, wonderfully magical explainer. I am just so thrilled you're here with me today. So, are you ready for a story that's going to make you smile, laugh, and honestly, maybe even wiggle around a little bit? Today, we're diving into a beautiful storybook explainer all about a magical chain reaction. Now, you might be wondering, what's a chain reaction? Well, it's when one little happy thing happens, and that makes another happy thing happen, and another, until the whole world is just full of joy. Okay, let's dive into this amazing adventure together.
Before we meet our special friends today, I want you to do something for me. Close your eyes for just 1 second. Have you ever seen a spider's web? Think about it. What did it actually look like? Was it all sparkly in the morning sun? Was it perfectly round with lots of little sticky strings connecting together? Spider webs are absolutely incredible. They're kind of like tiny invisible trampolines floating in the air. Keep that wonderful, sparkly web right there in your imagination, because it is literally the most important part of our story today.
All right, it's time to meet our main characters. Do you see that big, brown spider with the huge, happy smile? That's Jack. He's got these long legs and a big, friendly face. And right next to him, spinning away, way up high, is a much smaller spider. Her name is Jimmy. Jimmy is tiny, but she is doing something absolutely amazing today. Something so special that's actually going to start our whole magical chain reaction. Are you ready to find out what her big secret is? Here it is, the big secret. Jimmy is spinning her first web. Let's say that together like a magical catchphrase, okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Jimmy is spinning her first web. Oh, that was fantastic. Because she's just a little spider, this is a huge, momentous occasion. It's her very first time making a beautiful, sticky home all by herself. And this incredible event is about to make a lot of animals very, very happy. So, the absolutely crucial point here is when Big Jack sees little Jimmy working so hard and doing such a wonderful job, he doesn't just sit there. No way. Look at Jack. He gets so incredibly happy and proud of his friend Jimmy that he climbs right onto his own web, grabs hold of a thick strand of silk, and he begins to swing. He is just way too full of joy to stay still. Swing, swing. Come on, everyone. Don't just sit there. I want to see you moving. Put your arms up in the air and pretend you're holding on to a spider web, just like Jack. Swing your arms side to side. Swing, swing. You feel that happy breeze? That's the feeling of joy starting to spread. Now, here's a bit of a mystery for you. While Jack is busy swinging back and forth, literally having the best time ever, someone else is watching him. Can you guess who it is? Who do you think has big, curious eyes and loves to fly around beautiful pink and yellow flowers? Let's find out who is joining our domino effect of happiness. It's a fly. Look at his big green eyes and his silly little striped body. He zips over to Jack, flapping his tiny wings super fast, and asks in a very quick, buzzy cartoon voice, "Why do you swing, Jack?" Bzzz. And Big Jack, who is still smiling and swinging, answers him in a friendly, deep voice, "Ho ho, I swing because Jimmy is spinning her first web." The fly realizes this is wonderful news. Because the news is just so wonderful, the fly decides he has to celebrate too. He says, "Then I will buzz and buzz. Everyone, let me hear your absolute best fly sounds. Vibrate your lips and make a silly face. Buzz, buzz, buzz." Oh my goodness, that is some excellent buzzing. So now we've got Jack swinging and the fly loudly buzzing all around the flowers. But wait, the chain reaction is still going. Somebody else is listening. Who hears the fly making all that happy noise? Who else has wings but is maybe a little fuzzier and loves to make honey? Any guesses? Yes, it's a bright yellow, fluffy bee with a sweet, happy smile. The bee flies over to our little green-eyed fly and asks in a curious, hummy voice, "Why do you buzz, little fly?" And the fly zips back and answers, "Bzzzt, I buzz because Jimmy is spinning her first web." Well, when the bee hears this fantastic news, she just has to join the party. She says, "Then I will hum. I will hum and hum." Let's join the bee. I want everyone to take a deep breath, keep your lips closed tight, and make a deep,
happy vibration right in your throat. Hmm. 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 Can you feel it tickling your lips? That is exactly how a real bee feels when she's happy.
Okay, let's take a quick breath and review this amazing chain reaction we've got going on. Step 1, Jack swings. Step 2, the fly buzzes. Step 3, the bee hums. And why is all of this fun happening? Let's say the magic phrase together. Because Jimmy is spinning her first web. Exactly. One little spider doing something wonderful has already made 3 other bugs incredibly happy. But guess what? It totally doesn't stop there.
Look at this bright green cricket resting on a big yellow leaf. He hears the bee humming her happy tune, and he bounces up and asks in a lively, super bouncy voice, boing, "Why do you hum, little bee?" The bee tells him, "I hum because Jimmy is spinning her first web." The cricket loves this news so much that he knows exactly what he needs to do to celebrate.
The cricket says, "Then I will chirp and chirp. Now it's your turn again. I want to hear your happiest, highest cricket noises. Chirp, 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 chirp." Just imagine you're rubbing your little cricket wings together to make that wonderful, joyful sound. But look down near the bottom, walking right across the green leaves. There is a tiny, shiny red ant. The ant hears the loud chirping and looks up with his big, adorable eyes. He asks, "Why do you chirp, cricket?" The cricket tells him the big news about Jimmy's first web. When the ant hears this, he gets so much energetic joy in his little tiny legs that he just literally cannot stand still. The ant shouts, "Then I will run to and fro. I will run and run." Let's run to and fro with him. Take your 2 fingers, place them right in front of you, and make them run back and forth super fast. Run to and fro, run to the left, run to the right. The ant is zooming everywhere because he is so filled with happiness.
As the ant is zooming around, a spectacular butterfly with gorgeous yellow, red, and blue spots on her wings glides down. In a soft, fluttery, gentle voice, she asks, "Why do you run to and fro, little ant?" The ant stops just long enough to say, "I run because Jimmy is spinning her first web." Well, the butterfly thinks this is simply the most beautiful reason in the world to celebrate.
She says, "Then I will fly. I will fly and fly." Stand up or sit up tall. Stretch your arms out wide like those beautiful, colorful wings, and gently flap them up and down. Fly and fly. Imagine you're floating gracefully through the air, completely surrounded by joy.
Up in the branches of a tree, a cute little red bird with a bright white tummy is watching all of this unfold. He sees the butterfly dancing in the sky and asks, "Why do you fly?" The butterfly tells him our favorite secret. Jimmy is spinning her first web. The bird puffs up his little chest. He realizes that swinging, buzzing, humming, chirping, running, and flying are all wonderful, but he wants to do something extra special to add to the magic and make everyone happy.
The bird announces, "Then I will sing and sing. I will make the children happy." Let me hear you. You can whistle a happy tune or just sing la 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 out loud. The bird's beautiful song is the grand finale of our animal chain reaction. It rings out loud and clear for the whole forest to hear. And guess what happens next? The bird's song works. 2 wonderful children, a boy named Rohan in an orange shirt and a girl named Riya in a white and purple dress, walk right into the meadow. And look at their faces. They're smiling so big. They get to hear the birds sing. They see the butterfly fly. They see the ant run to and fro, hear the cricket chirp, hear the bee hum, hear the fly buzz, see Jack swinging, and they see little Jimmy spinning her very first web. All the animals are celebrating together, and the children are just so happy. Which brings us to the absolutely incredible secret lesson of our explainer today. Let's read this quote together. Joy multiplies when shared. Multiplies. Now, that's a pretty big word, isn't it? Basically, it means that when you take a tiny little bit of happiness, like Jimmy being proud of her first web, and you share it with a friend, that happiness doesn't get smaller. Actually, scratch that. It gets way bigger. It grows and grows. Jack's happiness made the fly happy, which made the bee happy, which made the cricket, the ant, the butterfly, the bird, and finally the children happy. When you share your smile, the whole world ends up smiling with you. So, I have one final, very important question for you to think about as we wrap up today's explainer. Who will you share some joy with today? You hold a magic power, just like little Jimmy. Will you give your mom or dad a big hug? Will you tell your best friend a funny joke? Or maybe you'll draw a beautiful picture for someone. I challenge you to start your very own chain reaction of happiness as soon as this is over. Go out there, share a smile, and watch the joy multiply. Thank you so much for joining me today, and keep spreading that happiness.